Welcome to one of my Shark Tank React videos, where I react and analyze one Shark Tank pitch as if I would be one of the sharks. I do this because I love Shark Tank, it has tons of knowledge in it, and it can help you hone your skill as you get to see what 6 sharks are looking for in a company and a deal. I look for 4 things in a company. It's the people, it's the business model, it's the market, and the numbers. And last of all, after the pitch, I will say if I would invest in the company or not. Let's just jump into the pitch.
Hi, I'm Cans.
And I'm Sobhan. And we're seeking $325,000 in exchange for 10% of our revolutionary company.
Sharks, we love fishing.
Oh, yes, we do. We love fishing so much, but we experience a lot of frustration with the old traditional fishing methods.
See, sometimes people spend more time and energy fidgeting with traditional lures and catching live bait than they do actually fishing.
Not to mention, who wants to deal with this gross mess?
Ew.
We looked at the nasty baits and lures available in stores today, but couldn't find anything that attracted fish in a simple and efficient way. So we created it ourselves. Introducing AnimatedLure. AnimatedLure is a rechargeable robotic lure, the likes of which the world has never seen.
Once you place AnimatedLure into the water, you'll notice it starts to swim on its very own, mimicking the swim patterns of real fish.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
If you think it swims like a real fish, what are the fish going to think? So why?
Why? Why spend so much time and money on traditional lures and live baits when you can use AnimatedLure?
See how much you can...
Cool, animated bait. So instead of worms, instead of maggots or anything like else, we use dough at my summer place. A fish that actually looks like it's swimming. And also, apparently, I missed actually what they said for the valuation and how much they are want to have in the company and how much they are giving away in percentage points. So let's see what Kevin has to say about it, because I can figure that he will say how much the valuation is and how much they're giving away, and he will probably say it's too high, as usually. But otherwise, looks like a product that actually have a big use, like solving the problem of gross handling of maggots and stuff like that. Also animal cruelty, if you want to take that stretch, and also maybe it's actually a bait that is better than a worm who is squirming on a hook and stuff like that. So maybe it's even more efficient than traditional ways to bait and when you're fishing. So let's look forward what they're saying.
can learn on Shark Tank. It's
amazing.
I have to ask
Who knew?
Damon, though, is this different than anything you've ever used to fish with?
Yeah, I've never seen it. How often does it rust, or like how many times you need to rebuy that unit?
Yeah. So right now we have about 40 times. This is with action, with you catching fish and stuff like that.
So how long does it hold a charge for?
So for different sizes, for the minis up to 45 minutes of swim. For the classic is an hour and a half. For the biggest one, you see the saltwater, the one that's in production right now, that's up to 2 hours.
What makes you guys fish experts? Why should I believe you?
Great question from Robert here, coming in and asking, why should I believe you? Why should I bet on you? If you're not a fisher, you don't understand what this is for, and then they need to rely on the founders, that they are knowing the market, they understand the customer, and they know what they need to do with the product to get it out. So it's a really good question in this regard to ask them right away. Why are you experts in this field?
I'm a project manager at manufacturing facilities, and
I'm actually a licensed professional counselor. I'm working in community mental health in Collin County.
Well, then it makes sense.
No, but it's something that we saw growing up. And if I may, my dad and I used to go fishing all the time, and I don't share about my dad too often, so please bear with me. Him and I used to go fishing all the time, all the way until he was diagnosed with a lung disease and concluded his human experience. But it was during those times where we noticed some of the problems that exist with the old traditional fishing method. And so, and they have always taught us to not only identify problems, but to try your best to be part of the solution. And so these words meant a lot to me because it came from two individuals that sacrificed everything to come to this country so that their children have an opportunity to contribute to the betterment of society, also to take control of their own destiny.
Where did you come from?
Iran.
Iran.
From Persia, yeah.
What do these cost you to make? What do you sell them for? And tell us about your total sales.
Perfect. Our landing price for the mini is $8. For the classic, it's $10.
And what does the new big one cost?
$16. For the mini, it's retailing at $29.95. For our classic, $32.95, and for our saltwater, it's $79.95.
Wow.
We're also selling
Is it
additional.
all
That's a huge
direct, or
margin
are
on
you
the
through
salt.
retail?
Right now, it's majoritively on our website. However, we're in a few mom and pop stores here in the United States. We also have a distributor in Canada. We're in about 40 stores there.
What about the big boys, Bass and all the rest?
That's where we're hoping to make a deal, and they'll pick up your phone calls for sure.
Okay, but while we're still talking dollars
Sure.
Yes.
and costs, $325,000, 10% imputes a $3.25 million value.
Yes.
You must be selling a lot of mechanical fish.
2020 to date, we're at $247,000.
Good for you.
We're projecting for this year $500,000 in sales, and then even next year $675,000 in sales.
And you guys are making money right now?
So yes, so right now, me and Sopam both work full-time jobs. We have zero debt in this company.
Good.
We've put everything, our own money into this company.
How much money did you put in?
$125,000 to get the ball rolling so we can get this
You didn't
done.
mess around, did you?
No. We haven't taken a penny out of our own company.
Yeah.
Every cent we've earned, we put back into our
You own the company equally?
As you should.
Yes, equally. Yes, sir.
I'm thinking the way to sell this is forget about fishing, put 10 of them in a tank and call it an aquarium.
Yeah.
You don't have to
You know
feed
what?
them.
At like a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Hey, guys,
So as I said, Kevin went in on the valuation, 3.25 million. They're giving away 10% and they want 325,000 investing in the company. And they seems to have decent sales, around 1.5 million. So it's around 7 times sales, so it's not that bad. They seems to have no debt. They are the only owners. They actually have a great idea, I think, or it's a idea that is actually functioning and usable and have a market out there. So I think they have a good chance of getting a deal. I don't know if they're getting this kind of valuation. I think at least Kevin will go down. He's probably looking at the license deal here also. So let's see what the sharks are saying, because it's very happy in the tank, despite having a bait in it and trying to bait up a shark.
look, it really is a good idea. It really is clever. But I'm just not a fisherman. I just don't have that feel for it. And so while I'm proud of what you have accomplished,
Appreciate you.
I have to say I'm out.
That's fine. No worries. Thank you.
Probably one of the best arguments why you shouldn't invest. You don't understand the product and staying out. Mark Cuban is, of course, right on this point.
Listen, I am not a fisherman either. I just know a little bit. And for those reasons, because I don't know, it's a little too early for me, I'm out.
Guys, you're not really a company, you're basically a product right now, because both of you have real jobs, and there's nothing wrong with that. How do I get my $325,000 back again?
The reality of the situation is not about what you know, it's about who you know. And we know that you guys know a lot of people.
You know, think about what you're saying. I give you $325,000, then I go to work for you opening up big box retail. I get on the phone, I fly to meet the buyer, or whatever I have to do. And I'm working so you, who have 90% of the company, can say, good dog, good dog. And I gave you all the money. Either I'm gonna get a huge percentage of this company, because it's not even worth $325,000 yet, or you're gonna come up with some very creative way that I get my capital back while my partners own 90%. You know, that's the problem.
That's a royalty deal he's looking for.
Did you say royalty deal, Laura?
Oh, Park.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
As I said, Kevin is looking for a royalty deal. He wonders how he will get his money back, and I can understand him. They are not fully committed to the company. They have 2 other jobs. They want a shark to come in with money and also open doors. Giving away 10% of that is kind of small change for these sharks. They need a bigger bite, so to say. So they need a bigger bait to get the sharks in. The puns is all over the place now. And I can understand Kevin here. Not seeing the 100% commitment and also just getting 10% in a company that is quite early. It's kind of hard to see when you get the money back and seeing at least an exit or anything like that, but also when he needs to work for that to blow up. They have actually said now that they are not blowing up because they are them and they need a shark. So in a sense, I think they need to give up more percentage for someone else, or they need to take a deal of licensing with Kevin.
Goodness. So here's what I suggest. I give you $325,000. I get $3 a unit until I recoup $1 million. 10% of the company in case somebody decides to buy it.
That is a great offer.
Of course it is.
Let me just tell you where I stand. There's something you said that really bothered me. You said it's not what you know, it's who you know. When I started out, everyone said that to me. You're never going to make it. You don't know anybody. I was screwed before I started if I believed that. It's not who you know. It's what you make with what you have.
That's fair.
I respect the dream, and I really respect the hustle you guys have, but this isn't a business for me. I think you got a long way to go. I'm out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. The product, superb, amazing. Where I'm struggling is, of course, the valuation. If I gave you $325 for 10%, basically, as you drill down the numbers, paying yourself and, you know, on a 40%, even 50% margin, you would have to do almost $35 million to then take distribution from me to make my money. You came here to fish for a shark, but you didn't hook this one. I'm out.
So 2 more sharks are out. In total 4 sharks are out. They have an offer from Kevin, which actually giving a great deal in this sense, because he is capping his licensing. He's not making in perpetuity and so on and getting 10%. Those 10% I think is completely okay, because he is gonna work for the company and he wants to be committed, because if it's only the licensing he's getting in, he will just focus on that and not focus on the company actually getting better. So it's great. Damien and Robert are getting out for very good reasons. Robert is saying that he's not feeling the same culture fit. As he said, he's kind of hang up on the thing that he said, that it's not what you know, it's who you know. And if you're an entrepreneur and someone who has tried to build your own company, if you're having that mindset, you're never gonna get anywhere. So it's what you do with what you have that is important. And I think that is a very good lesson for everyone to take with them, even if you're an investor or a small company owner or anything like that. And then Damien is also, he's crunching the numbers very fast and saying, okay, how much do you need to have in sales to get me my money back when I have 10%, and if you're doing a dividend or anything like that, you need to have 35 million in sales. And then taking away everything that they're having for cost and their salaries and so on. That's quite heavy and quite far away. Even if you compound the company or making 100% growth year over year, it will take some substantial time. So in that sense, I understand also why he is out. So then it's Kevin's deal, who is actually making very much sense, because how early they are, how not committed the company are, or the 2 founders, I mean, for the company, as they are having other employees and employment. So I think they are here. They came in with a too high valuation, too high ask. If they wanted a shark to bite, I think because they are saying that the shark needs to come in with the contacts they have, not with the money, not with anything else. It's the contacts. And if you want to have them bite on that, I would go down in what you are asking for, go down in valuation and getting them in, because what they are giving you is more than money. It's actually invaluable in opening doors. So let's see if they're taking the deal with Kevin. Since they're not committing in this way, it doesn't feel like they are doing this for a greater purpose or anything like that. It feels like the 2 guys had a really great idea, and just executed on that and then actually had a product and not a business at the moment, but they have a product that is very good. They can become a business, but do they need a shark to blow it up?
Yeah.
Well then, all roads lead back to Mr. Wonderful and the fish. What are you going to do?
So our counter would be 20% for $500,000.
Hello.
Okay, hold on. And how many dollars a unit in royalty?
So in this counter, no royalty.
No royalty.
I thought
No royalty, 25 for half a million, 2.5 million in valuation. I don't think Kevin will do that, and based on the calculation that Damien did and so on, it will take also quite some time for Kevin to recoup his investment in that sense. So let's see what Kevin's saying, but by the expression he has having, it doesn't feel like he is going to jump by excitement and take this deal right away.
we were on the planet Earth together. Let me absorb the counter so I can just get the essence of it, the essence. Instead of me giving you $325 for 10%, I give you $500,000 for 20%, and I may never see it again. It may swim away, because we don't know what's going to happen.
We want some guidance. We're young. We're still learning the ropes.
The first guidance is listen when you have a real investor on the hook, and don't come back with a stupid counter. That's a ridiculous counter. Look, I can't take it. Are we doing a royalty deal or not here? Yes or no?
So
yes.
can we
We'll talk about that,
Can you
yes.
put the hat? All right.
Okay, so what we can do is that 10% mark, but $1.50, and then we can do it to $500,000.
No, it's not attractive, guys. Because I'm taking
getting
a lot
the
of
feeling
risk.
there's not a meeting of the minds here, guys. So-
Actually,
Guys,
no,
I'm
if you
sorry.
can give
We're
us a
not going to
final
get
counter.
there. We're not going to get
Say
there.
it!
No,
I'm out.
Oh, guys, you had the big fish on the hook. All you had to do was reel it in.
You priced it too high. Way too high. That's the mistake. Everybody learns from a mistake like this because it is a unique product. Everybody understands the merit of it, but I am not going to give you $325,000 unless you agree to my terms right now. Last chance for romance. What do you want to do?
Kevin, you got a deal.
How'd you revive that one?
That's how you do it.
Thank you very
Guys,
much.
Thank you.
That fish was
Appreciate it.
dead.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Thank you.
Wow, what a shocker.
Let's go, baby.
Awesome, they got a deal, the deal that Kevin offered from the beginning. They countered, haggled back and forth, and then they took it. Talking about a wingback or anything like that, like take it back in the last second. If they would be haggling a little bit more, it felt like Kevin would be out of this deal completely and not focusing or giving a counter or anything like that because of that. And if we're looking at the company, what they think about the pitch and the company and the guys, the product and business model, they're selling a thing through distribution. They can do their own store, but that won't give volumes. They need to get into big stores, big Fisher stores in US and Canada and so on, and go hopefully global with it. Those guys didn't feel like they actually have the experience that is needed for this kind of thing. One is a counselor, other one is like manufacturing and stuff. So manufacturing is good because then you understand how it needs to be built and everything like that. And counseling, maybe is being the CEO and HR in combined, because then you need counseling quite a lot if you're actually a small company like this. Market, I have no clue. I didn't say anything about market, but in a sense, I understand it's big. It's a lot of people who are fishing out there, and when you're taking a product like this, they're also like repeat purchases, which is very good. If it's a product that is just purchase one and then do nothing with it, then you don't have quite a big market. If you have a product that is repeat purchases, and if they like it, if the customer like it, then they will buy it once again and again and again, and that's great, returning customers is more valuable than a one-time customer. And then they come to the valuation. They came in pretty high with the ask they are having, which actually made it impossible for the other sharks to get in, because if they need to be having more equity on the company. But if we're taking it back and calculating it, even if they took 20%, 25 or 30, it would be quite substantial. And then also 2 sharks just went out because they don't understand the business. They are not fishermen or fisherwomen, because Laurie was one of them. So I understand that. So what do you think? Would you have invested in this company? Because as I said, I wouldn't, because I'm not a fisherman. So would you invest? If there's anything do you think that I should explain about this video, or is it anything else that you want to be taught about business and investing, just comment below, and I will try my best to give you an explanation or a video of it. Please like this video if you do. It will help me a lot of my journey here on YouTube. And also remember to subscribe to see the next Shark Tank video and other videos I will come up with later on investing and life. So thank you for watching until now, and I wish you returns in your portfolio and life.